I made this at my pace.
Oh, yeah.
And this child
grew at a different pace.
That sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion, just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat, destined by the motion, loving this devotion.
Hey boys and pearls, welcome to another episode of the Charm City Unicorns. I'm Shayla.
And I'm Heather.
And we have a special guest today. This is Becca.
Hi. So today, we just wanted to preface this by saying we are using some different equipment. We're testing out something new, so please bear with us.
Yes.
In our next full episode, maybe we'll talk about it a little more, what changes we've made.
Our producer.
Yes.
We're very professional.
Yes. The changes our producer
it's very
/ IT specialist has made. He works for free.
Yeah. Free 99.
Yeah. It is not child labor. Do not worry. Well, he's of age. He just acts like a child.
Mental. Yeah. You know what? It's good. We're good. All right.
Yeah. So we have with you our special guest, Becca, fellow Charm City dweller. So we thought we'd first talk about how we know Becca, or how Becca knows us.
Yes. You can kick off, Heather.
I can kick off?
Yes.
Okay, so how I know Becca. This is an interesting story, actually. My husband went to school, like middle school, high school, with Cheryl. Cheryl is a knitter. Cheryl one day said, "Oh, I know this woman, Becca, that works at a local yarn dyer. We should go by and say hello because they do like a knit in on Saturday or Sunday." So Cheryl and I went to the dyers, knit in, and we met Becca. Mm-hmm. And then Becca and I became friends.
Okay.
And then the most exciting part of that is that Becca told me about Shayla.
Yes.
So I know Shayla because of Becca.
Ooh. And I know Becca. Our origin story started way before, like, I knew any. I was a baby knitter. I was taking a class at the yarn shop that Becca worked at. I brought my daughter, who was very small at the time, and spoiler alert, it's not a good idea to bring a young child to a macrame class. Would not recommend. However, I did bring her, and that was not the best idea. However,
she's lovely.
And Becca was incredible. She was like, you just go do your macrame thing, and I'll
we spun.
babysit.
Well, we spun wool.
Yeah. And Carter thought she was getting a spinning wheel. I did have to, unfortunately, let her know that was not happening. But that's how I originally met Becca. I did not know that our paths would intersect again. And then years later, I met up with Heather at Wegmans, and she was like, "Oh, Becca's coming." And I was like, "Becca, I know Becca."
And that's how we all met.
Yeah. That's how we all met. And now we're existing in Charm City.
Yes. Enjoying the Charm City.
Yes.
So I think before we go any further, we should probably talk about what we're wearing.
Oh, yes. Totally forgot that. Do you want to talk about what you're wearing first, Becca?
I would love to.
Okay.
I wore something super special. We have some resources here in Baltimore, which are lovely, for reuse yarn. A place called Scrap Be More, which is in Pigtown. And they have, it's like a Salvation Army for crafts, right? So every single yarn in the sweater, and there's I think 11, are reuse.
That is incredible.
So I've reused yarn. Some of them were really, really old. Some of them were new. They're all acrylics, and they're all worsted weight. And then I just made a granny square. In fact, I just made 2 granny squares, sewed them together, and put ruffles on, and called it a sweater.
So completely self-drafted.
It's completely self-drafted, yes.
It's a beautiful medley of yarns.
Right?
They go together well.
I love the
Right?
ruffle.
Yeah.
And so that's the really fun part of like reuse is like not only that, but there's no excess here. Like I've taken other people's excess and I've made a sweater for myself, and now I have yarns and I can make more.
Yeah.
I waste enough for everybody, so
Listen.
I'm glad.
Same.
I'm glad
Okay.
that you are leading the charge.
Yeah. It's the fear of not having enough yarn that leaves us with like full skeins of yarn after every project. We panic.
But you mentioned Pigtown. Maybe we should elaborate on what Pigtown is. Is there a different name? Or is that really what
I
it's
think
called?
it's always been Pigtown. I've always known it as Pigtown.
Was it a slaughter area at some point, do you think? Like, I don't know the history. I'm relatively new to Baltimore. I've only been here for about 10 years. Feels new.
You are newer than me.
Yeah. I've been here my whole life, so
And you
Yeah.
did
It's
you grow
always-
up in Pigtown or near? No.
well, not too far, but it's always been Pigtown to me. Like I've never known it as another. I guess is it South Baltimore?
Yeah,
No.
and there's like there's a
Because
hospital
South
there.
Baltimore technically
Oh.
is like Sobo is like Fed Hill and
No, but I don't think. Okay, I think the boundary for South Baltimore
yeah,
is
it's
different
right
than
there.
we. Yeah,
Yeah.
I used to live on Wilkins Avenue, and that was considered South Baltimore.
okay.
So, which was Pigtown. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
South Baltimore.
And
Pigtown.
it's near the Ravens Stadium or the Orioles Stadium. Camden Yard.
Camden Yard.
Camden
It's near
Yards.
Camden
Yes.
Yards. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, they also Scrap Beemore also carries they also carry sewing machines. Use sewing machines. I have been known to go and peruse the sewing machines.
Have never been there.
Really?
And I keep collecting stuff to donate there.
Well, maybe we should take a trip soon because I do have a bunch of stuff to donate.
Okay. We should definitely take a trip.
Yeah, so that's Pigtown.
Pigtown.
Affectionately known here in Baltimore.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe for our next full episode, I'll look up the history and why we call it Pigtown.
There we go.
Yes.
Or somebody could tell us. That would be awesome. Like put it in
If
the
you
comments.
know.
That would be fantastic.
Yes, that would be incredible.
Look at you, you're a natural. Shayla, what are you wearing today?
I am wearing the Tumble Tee by Lydia Morrow. It is I love
her.
I love all her designs. It's knit up in totally red yarns, and the color is On Wednesdays We Wear Pink.
Very nice.
Yes. And what are you wearing, Heather?
I am wearing the bubble cardigan from Stephen West in yarns from too many places to name. I think this was my Rhinebeck 2022 sweater.
But it was really fun choosing all those colors. You went to
It
all
was.
different vendors and really got a chance to put different yarns together from different vendors and different dyers.
Were they minis?
No, they were not minis. And
Okay.
it started out as a scrappy project. That I then bought
But-
at least 9 other skeins of yarn to add into, and some of those ended up not using. But like some of it's from Spun Right Round, some of it was something I bought on sale from Tempting You. Some of it is Kelborn woolen, some of it's shing fiber. One of these is wool and vinyl. This one I think is Rising Tide. This one is Wandering Flock.
Isn't it so funny how you like you pick out all these colors for a project and they have no rhyme or reason, but then you start to once you start the project, they are so cohesive. They're so not related that they become cohesive. I find that to be so interesting.
Well, my inspiration, and I don't think it ended up working out the way I wanted it, but the Fantastic shawl by Stephen West. There is a specific...
Which I never finished.
There's a specific kit that La Bien-Aimée sells for it, where it has like a light blue and a rust color and some other colors in it. And all the colors, like, individually don't seem like they would go together. Mm-hmm. But they work so beautifully together, and it's so unexpected. And that's what I was aiming for, and I have such a hard time doing that.
I think you nailed it.
Yeah. Also, that's a little bit your special. Well, not a little bit. Your specialty is like when you take
your Dr. Color.
Dr. Color, right?
Yeah.
taking colors from. Well, and what was interesting, I remember looking for the yellows when you were looking for the yellow for this, and we were looking at blue yellows and orange yellows, and it was like really hard to pick the perfect. Like, not to go too lime green.
Yes.
You know, not to go too orange. And how many yellows did you look at?
I don't even know.
You looked at so many.
Then they start running together, and you don't know what
Some
you
found
looked at.
homes with other people because they didn't work.
But what's really fun is to have a project like this and go to some place like Sheep and Wool, like Maryland Sheep and Wool or Rhinebeck, because this was a really fun project to walk around with Heather for.
Yes.
Like, I didn't have to buy anything, and I saw, nine different yarn vendors that were, like, amazeballs, and I got to, like, choose with you. Yeah.
We had so much fun.
Yeah.
But then you also, when you look back at the sweater, you get to say, oh, I remember this. I got it from this place, and I did this with Becca, and that's when I got this yarn.
Yeah.
So, like, it's also, like, a roadmap to, like, fun times.
Yeah. It really is. Yeah, I love that.
Do warn people, though, if you make this sweater, make it smaller. Smaller than you think you need to.
She's going to grow. Is she a grower?
And shorter. Because his sweater is almost down to my knees.
But it's like a really good, it's a blanket sweater.
It's cozy.
It is a blanket sweater.
Yeah.
And it's certainly a show piece. We'll call
Yes.
It's a show's piece. There we go.
Yeah.
It's very pretty.
It is really pretty.
So, Becca.
Yes.
Why don't we hear more about you?
Oh.
Tell me about you, Becca.
Oh my goodness.
Your origin story.
My origin story. I am from Boston, Massachusetts. I lived in Boston, Massachusetts for the first 21 years of my life.
Okay.
I was born there. It was kind of like your Baltimore.
Yes.
Where I lived and grew. It was awesome. So I like to say that I grew up in wool. So I lived in an apartment, and my mom was a yarnie, and she was an amazing textile artist. She crocheted, she knit, she wove, she spun, she dyed, she embroidered, she sewed. I mean, like, everything.
Everything but
I
shear
feel
the
like
sheep.
I feel like
No, she shared some. I mean, she would have if she could have.
I feel like in 30 years, this is going to be my daughter talking about her
it
origin
is.
story. Like, my mom did everything.
Yes.
Yeah, that's incredible.
And like there was always a fleece open in our house. Like so when
Oh,
I say
wow.
like I grew up in wool, there would be like little tufts of fiber just like in the air.
Oh, wow.
Because when you have a new fleece, and my mom was really good about washing them, no worries. But then you want to let it air out so that the air gets into the yarn, into the fiber, and then
the fiber
and then
is
the
all
fiber
in the
is
air.
in the air.
Yeah.
And so literally I like to say that I grew up in wool. So sorry, I brought the yarn in early because I can't help it. But yes, I hope that I bet you anything Carter's going to be just like me.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope
it's
so.
going to be awesome.
I also just wonder if the bottom of your lungs, there's
Oh my
just-
God, there's totally wool at the
There
bottom
is a
of the lungs.
lining of wool.
Yes, definitely.
You know, like in Stranger Things, like when they did the fake body with
Oh my God. Yes.
what's his name, and they like cut it open and it was stuffing, that's going to be Becca during her autopsy.
With wool.
There's so much wool.
I would
This lady was made of wool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it started early.
So how did you get from
Yeah.
Boston to Baltimore?
So, kind of by way...
On foot.
By way of foot.
By way of foot.
Hitchhiking.
Right. Oh my God. Luckily, we don't do that anymore.
Oh, luckily. Yes.
That's just not a safe
That was a
thing.
time.
Well, so I knew people who did traveling. It was a thing. You would in fact do that. You'd go and you'd hitchhike, and you'd go to a show, particularly Fish or the Dead, and then yeah,
This
I
is
remember
not,
that. I remember those days.
This is not the beginning of a serial killer
No.
film. Okay,
No,
guys.
no.
Even though this is how
no.
they start out, we're
Right.
glad that Becca is here with us today.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So I moved down to Western Mass. I made a huge 2-hour commute change. That was it. And then I went to college at a really awesome but strange college that has no grades.
Okay.
What?
Did we never discuss this?
No.
Oh yeah. We had no grades and everything was project based. So I took maybe 8 classes, but I did like 5 big projects to graduate.
Oh, wow.
It's Hampshire College. It's in Amherst, Mass.
Okay, I saw your final project.
Yes, my final project was a costume piece based off of a piece of literature. It was The Bean Trees by Barbara Kingsolver,
Okay.
which was a fabulous book. And
I've met her.
Oh,
Have you?
Yeah, I've met her a few
Right.
times. Neutrino, the retreats that I went to the last 2 years, Barbara Kingsolver was there. I've been to her property. We did not go in the house, but I met her sheep. She has Icelandic sheep.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
I'm very cool.
You are very cool. Well, I did a project.
She's
on her book.
she's a knitter and she's a lovely woman.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so you did
Okay.
a project.
So I go to this nice weird college, and I meet the love of my life.
Oh.
And we have been together since. But how I got to Baltimore is eventually the love of my life got a job at a university here. And when you're a new professor and you've been adjuncting for about 10 years, you go when somebody offers you a full-time position as a professor.
Yeah.
And we had 1 month. We found out in July.
Well, you were living in New York at that point,
We were
right?
living in New
Brooklyn?
York, in Brooklyn.
Okay.
I worked retail. We had a 2-year-old.
Oh, and aren't you a fashion school dropout too?
Oh, I'm totally a fashion school dropout. FIT, Fashion Institute of Technology.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I started a master's there and, didn't finish.
I understand.
It happens.
I think this is why Becca and we bonded over graduate school stories.
Yeah. And fashion history and
And I said,
theory.
Becca, I totally understand why
Graduate school was not for the
that
weak.
was not for you.
it's not right.
Or a lot of people, because graduate school in textiles and clothing is not what you think it's going to be.
Well, and I remember sitting in like the introductory class and they were like, just so you know, you're probably going to be maxed out at about 45 grand per year for salary.
Oh.
Anything that you do. And now this was a program that itself cost. It was
45,000 a year.
Well, no, it was, FIT is really affordable because it's a state school, but still, you're
Or
like,
at least then
oh,
it
45,000, yay!
Can you imagine?
Oh
And
my
what
God.
that was then. Imagine hearing that now.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
And I
pack,
don't think it's gonna
pack
be much
everything
different.
up. No, yeah. Just go ahead and
Be a
pack everything
curator.
up and head on out.
So you can see why.
I mean, that could have been part of the admissions process, though.
I think it
could have
was.
told you up front before you got there that
Yeah.
FYI,
FYI.
you're never going to be able to repay your student loans.
This is true.
Yes, but
Could have shared that information.
Okay, so since we're doing it, let's shout out. It's an amazing program. It's a fashion history master's program. I absolutely think that it's a fantastic program and wish that I had finished, but it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
There's difference, right?
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Like not everything's for everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, so I guess we kind of backed up. So that was
Okay, sorry.
no, that I was like,
Our
was that my
tangents.
20s
We
or
go
my
off
30s?
in tangents,
Right.
guys. Okay.
And your husband worked at MTV Studios,
He did, and then it became Viacom,
and then he left.
and then he left.
You rolled out.
Yeah, and then he rolled out. But
And he hates SpongeBob. I'll always remember this.
well, that's because he did videos for SpongeBob, and when you work behind the scenes, sometimes you get really sick of things.
yeah.
You know, we
Like
all
if you
know.
work at a store, you're like, I hate that place.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
So we came to Baltimore so that he could be a full-time professor, which he still is. And I was a stay-at-home mom at that time because, very simply, honestly, I was a retail worker and childcare cost more than I was earning.
Ain't that the truth?
Right?
Well, and you're a very dedicated mom.
I do. I'm very, very into parenting, and
Becca and I are very different moms.
we are.
I fall somewhere in between.
You'll survive. Throw them out in the mud and see what happens.
Yeah, I did all the gentle attachment, connection, respectful. They call it so many things.
Yeah, the gentle parenting.
I did none of those.
Yeah.
I did some of them, and I was a Girl Scout mom. So that was,
That's
huge. It was in between.
Engagement,
Yeah, maybe.
Well, so I
She'll
guess,
let you know in like 10 years how it worked out.
Yeah, sure.
but I guess like that brings up like the next thing about me is that I love kids. So, and that's how I ended up having such a good time with Carter.
Yes.
Is because I dig kids. They're cool to me, and I think they're really great. And so I love hanging out with kids, and I've been a preschool teacher, for instance, is one of my many career choices.
That will never be a career choice for me, just letting you guys know.
Get this, twos. I had twos.
Oh my goodness.
I had a room full of twos.
Oh my goodness.
It was fantastic.
Oh my goodness.
But it's wild, and you so much energy. Anyway,
Yeah.
It's like having Rudy around all the time.
yes.
100% Rudy.
like 20 Rudies.
20 Rudies.
All the time.
You could not pay me enough money.
No. That's why I think that
Yeah, I loved it.
it's a shame that teachers are so undervalued and underpaid because
Oh, yeah.
man, do they have a job.
They do.
Oh man.
So I actually now make twice as much as I was making when I was a preschool teacher of twos in a play-based, really nice school. I'm a research administrator. Woohoo! It's like the most nerdy, awesome thing where you get
But
to
you
like.
love it.
But
Like,
you
you've
love
always
it, yeah.
loved writing.
It's just great. I get to work with some like of the top-notch researchers in the city, and they do amazing work. I work at this university called Morgan State, which is a public university,
which is my husband's alma mater.
it's a fabulous place. And I mean, literally what I do for a living is extol all the virtues of the research that goes on there. And that's what I do now. That brought me to here. And I have one child. Yes.
Any pets?
I have 2 dogs. I have a dog that's not the nicest, let's just say. My Chihuahua.
I love race.
You do love, and Race loves you.
My
You
dogs
should
love
see
me.
it. The dogs love you.
They do.
Like this dog he doesn't like anybody, and he likes Heather. It's awesome.
Well, animals know, so
right?
They do.
know.
Oh my goodness.
And I usually smell like some sort of animal,
You
like
do,
a dog.
like-
Or
yeah.
I put out the animal pheromones, I guess.
Oh, that's horrible.
Okay, so
Okay.
you have 2 dogs, a child,
Yes.
a husband,
Yes.
Okay.
And a mother-in-law.
and a mother-in-law. Okay,
Who lives with me.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got a nice full house.
yes,
And you like Baltimore.
So get this. Not only do I like Baltimore, I love Baltimore.
oh,
So I find this really, it's got such a history. What is it, Billie Holiday?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Billie Holiday, Poe, and that was it W.E.B. Du Bois
Yes.
who had a house, right? Anyway,
It is a very rich history.
it's got a really rich history. So one of the people that I met when I was working for that yarn store that I met you all at,
Yes.
I met this awesome lady who researched education in Baltimore, and for education. And mind you, remember, I really love kids. And when we talk about books later, you're going to hear about the education books that I read for fun. But one of the women I met told me she does research on the history of education in Baltimore.
Oh, wow.
And Baltimore is one of the first places to have a school that educated Black girls in the
Really?
whole of the country.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And it's just, and then you go on. There's the history of the people who lived here before it was colonized, and the Baltimore. I think they're Baltimorians, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Right.
The Baltimoreans, yes. Yeah.
And you find out all these really cool things, and then you meet all these people who are like partially Southern,
yes.
but also a little bit Yankee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. And so
We
you get a
are,
little bit.
us Baltimoreans are too northern to be southern and too
Southern to be northern. You totally are.
It's a good time.
So you have you'll have somebody sass at you like you would in New York City at the same time that you have somebody open the door and call you ma'am.
Yep.
Yes.
And we say y'all.
And I'm from Boston, and I love that. I love people in Boston. However, for me, when I came to Baltimore, it was like, oh my God, there are these nice people who smile at you when you walk down the street.
Yeah. Yes.
It is a very friendly, because, since I'm from the Midwest, at least Columbus is more like, your neighbor's there, you wave at them, and that's about it. I mean, you're friendly
Yeah.
on the surface, right? And everybody
Yeah.
just kind of goes about their business. Baltimore, like, no, they're coming over and hanging out on
Yep.
the stoop
Oh my God,
with
on the
you.
front, I was going to say the stoop, the
Yes.
front porch. You got it. Yep.
Yeah, growing up here was a village effort. You knew that even if your parent or whoever wasn't around, you were still getting in trouble. You were still being held accountable.
I love it. Oh, see, and from a point of view of somebody who really thinks and cares about how children are treated, I love that. Because what it means is that, my child, for instance, can go down the street around the corner and there's still people playing ball and people riding bikes, and we're in the city.
Yes. Yeah.
So, anyway, if you can't tell, I really like Baltimore. Come see us.
You kind of already went into your fiber origin story, but do you want to talk about it a little bit more?
Well, so mine's really old in that it's in my bones. It's in my genetics.
Literally.
Literally. I am at least the third generation.
Oh, wow.
That I know of, let's say, my mom was never a professional textile artist in that she didn't sell her stuff, but she would make her own suits.
So she was a maker.
She was a maker, right? And so my great-grandparents owned mills, were long-time Eastern European Jews with textile in the bones. And so I, for instance, don't remember not knowing how to crochet.
That's incredible.
I told you she was born with a crochet hook in her hand.
Yeah, that's
In the
incredible.
womb, there's, pictures of Becca.
With the crochet hook.
Exactly.
But it was really funny, and this is, I think, where my experience is going to be similar to Carter's, is like the sewing. So my mom had a sewing machine that I wanted to use so badly, but it was her
She
sewing
coveted
machine.
it. It was coveted.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So she made me wait till I was 5 to even touch it.
My daughter has showed zero interest in anything of the sort. She does not want to be involved in any of it.
My children have had no interest in pretty much anything I do.
But, you know, a lot of people tell me that it changes when your children, like, go to college and they come home. Like, they have a different perspective, and they have a different perspective of what cool is and how cool the things that you do are. And, yeah, so I'm hoping that at least one of them will come back to me.
I mean, Adler does have a drop spindle.
Okay.
He does.
Nice.
I took him to Maryland Sheep and Wool one year. And
Good.
he carried my bags, and he wanted a drop spindle and some fiber. So, I mean, he at least understands the process.
So your mom eventually let you
Yes.
sew on the sewing machine.
And then, like, when other kids were playing, I was embroidering. I actually did a lot of, like, stitchery play. I would call it stitchery play when I was really little. But get this, and this is going to be funny. I refused to knit.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Right? So
Yeah.
these guys
so
know.
there's always something. There's always something that your parents do that you're like,
I refused.
absolutely not.
Oh my God.
It's a boundary.
It was hilarious because I was really stressed out in college. So
So a lot of people say they get into knitting.
Yep.
They're stressed in college and they need to find an outlet.
That's exactly what happened. And I picked up the needles, and I actually just learned from a book because at that point I had been watching for 18 years. So I didn't need much more than just a book.
Yes.
To figure out, I wouldn't recommend if you've never watched somebody knit.
Well, you
that
kind of
tried
got
from
the
a book.
gist of it
I don't
already.
know. I learned from a book.
Did you?
Yeah.
So
My friend and I got a book from the library, and
So that's really interesting. I only say that because I've taught a lot of people to knit in my life, and that's the hardest one.
but I did also crochet
interesting.
before.
Right.
So
Okay.
you had some inkling
I
of...
had some, and I understood because I've always been a textile person, like basic structure
still,
and
that's-
stuff like that. So,
Yeah. It's a hard way to learn.
Yeah, well, also, it's funny because everybody learns so differently.
Right.
I also think, like, it's just sometimes people's style of learning. Like, some people, I think we talked about this in our knit night the other night. Like, some people, like, learn better from videos, and some learn better from, like, still images.
Yeah.
And I, like, especially with the structure of the yarn, like, if I watch somebody in a video, I'm like,
Yeah. I can't. I literally.
Yeah, we were
can't
talking
learn.
about the make one left, make one right. And you were like, I like the Pearl Soho, how it's written out. And I was...
yeah.
So I've taught many people to knit. I still use that Pearl Soho article. I know exactly
Same.
what you're talking about.
Same.
Yeah, it's really well done.
Right?
Like,
It's so well done. Yeah.
I feel like it's like, like on the back of chopsticks. You don't have like the written
diagram.
the diagrams and how to use the chopsticks.
Yes. Okay, so you picked up knitting in college.
So I picked up knitting in college, and then
Now,
obsession.
was it a hit immediately?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, and I made this love of my life a pair of Superman-inspired socks, which were then too warm for him to wear because they were made from an acrylic.
Okay.
I don't care what they're made from. They're all too warm to wear. I knitted a pair of socks. I wore them one day to the mall.
Oh,
and then after the mall, I had to go to Target.
Oh, no.
I stopped on my way home.
And took them off.
Or I stopped on my way to Target. I drove all the way home to change my socks to go to Target.
Yeah, so that's how
Dying.
my husband feels as well. So anyway, I got a nice pair of slipper socks because they were a little bit too big.
So all of my socks are slippers. So I cannot wear hand knit socks in my shoes.
No.
I wear them in the house.
So
My
I'm
soles
obsessed.
of my feet feel them. And they're like, oh, this is wrong.
So that's how my child feels, but I love them. And so I think this is a thing that's that generational stuff. My mom used to make me hand knit socks. And I would wear them. And then, of course, well, not of course, but my mom passed away at a very young age. She was only 58.
Oh, yeah, she was really young.
She was really young. So when I wear hand knit socks, I have those memories of wearing.
Tied to them.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
And not only that, but she would spin the wool sometimes.
So it
and
was
dye the
like-
wool, and so I would have hand spun, hand dyed, hand knit socks.
It's a very luxe life, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. She was living a very luxe life.
So besides crocheting and knitting, like you also spin.
I can, yeah.
You can and
I'm not the greatest spinner, but I have spent a lot of time doing it.
and weaving.
Weaving, yeah. Tapestry is my favorite.
Okay, because one day Becca told me, she said, "I've warped a lot of looms.
Oh, so well,
I'm still
this is-
gonna needlepoint that for you on a pillow."
Well, so my mom's friend, when I was maybe like 13 or 14, would pay me to warp her loom. I don't know if you've ever warped a loom with
I have
a
never done.
1,000 ends, but you can imagine 1,000 ends, like basically maybe figuring weight,
Oh,
maybe thinner, maybe lace weight. And she would pay me. And that was the first time I did that. So when I went to FIT as I was a master's student, my work study was I warped all the hand looms for the first year freshmen, for the
Wow.
freshmen's weaving 101. Just because it's very methodical. It's really funny if you've ever warped a loom. It's like, it's almost very meditative where you have to do one end at a time. And if you go too fast, things get all tangled. Or even better yet, if you're off by one, but you're 100 ends in, and then you've got to go back and move all the ends one over.
oh no. That
Yeah.
actually sounds awful. So you got to get in the zone.
You get in the zone.
Yeah,
You do. I mean,
yes.
it's the only way to do it.
Because that sounds not.
But
fun.
so I'm a hand person. So this is why I don't weave myself on a loom, and why tapestry is my favorite, because I want it in my hands.
Okay.
And that's why you can imagine warping a loom is when you're actually getting in there and like individually threading, the ends in through the eyes. One at a time. You're using your hands and, making sure that,
It's very,
tactile.
yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I can imagine.
Yeah. So I'm interestingly find that I go through moods, and I'm very much out of a weaving mood right now in
Yeah.
my life.
You're in a weaving slump.
I'm in a weaving slump.
Yes.
I don't have weaving. It's like not Crojo, but like Wojo.
No wojo.
No Wojo.
Yeah.
I have this really pretty tapestry loom. It's like, you know how people cut things with wood now,
Yes.
hand cut things with wood and like burn them and put like images and stuff. So I have a tiny little tapestry loom with like all these little flowers and stuff on the edge. That's half done.
Sounds beautiful.
It's so sweet. Yeah.
It'll
It'll be
have
a
its day.
FO.
I
It'll
had
be a FO one day.
I had a sweater in a bag that I knit all the pieces and never like
Me.
put them together because everything was a different piece. I had that for like 10 years and I went up and down in sizes multiple times until it fit again. And then one day I was like, oh,
Maybe I should put this together.
yeah,
Did you?
I did. And then
fantastic.
it was all 100% Angora and it felted under the arms.
Yes.
Whatever.
Like immediately too, right?
Yeah.
Or it's like the time
Swiftly.
that I made myself a pair of hand warmers out of cashmere.
Oh no, that wasn't
No.
the best idea.
So soft
I know they're so
and
soft,
lovely,
but
and then they
man,
felt and get all pilly,
Yeah.
and you've got really big pills, like not just little ones.
So of all these fiber art superpowers you have, which one? What is your your craft du jour?
My craft du jour. So I have somehow gotten myself into sock knitting.
Okay.
All right. See, I thought you would say that crochet is
Right. So
It changes every time I talk to her. Don't worry.
yeah.
Well, that's the joy of being multi-craftual. That you can switch lanes and
Right? And
Yeah.
and one yarn doesn't care if you're giving it a hook or a needle. Like
Very true.
You know, what is cool though is like at this point I can look at a yarn and like feel it and put it in my hands, and then it's like, oh, I'd rather be crocheted. Or like Heather, you were saying that yarn what we were looking at upstairs, when you crochet with it, it splits, but if you knit with it, it doesn't. That kind of thing. Like,
Or my very first variegated yarn I bought. Like, I bought it at Maryland Sheep and Wool. It was from Miss Babs. It was
I like her yarn.
I think the colorway was called Perfectly Reckless. And I was so excited, and I knit something out of it, and it was hideous.
Well,
Hideous. And I frogged it, and I knit something else out of it, and it was equally as hideous. So I finally gave up, and I was like, hey, Becca, here, just take this yarn. Well, she crocheted with it, and it was gorgeous.
oh, is that Miss Babs? That's what you're talking about? Oh my gosh, you guys should see this one. So I'm a giver.
same.
I make and
That's
give.
my love link. Well, no.
Oh.
Okay. Not in that sense.
It's like,
I can give you a lesson on how to make your own stuff.
So I prefer, and we're gonna get into this because this is actually really important. So this Miss Babs was speckled with all these different colors, and the base was like it was off white, maybe a little grayish, slightly. No, see, yeah, I remembered very clearly, and it had like rose and
ooh, we could do something fun. Go ahead, keep talking.
oh
about
yeah,
it.
it's probably somewhere. But I crocheted really simply. I made 2 granny squares, sewed them together, and called it a cowl. And this
Okay.
thing, Heather, wasn't it so gorgeous? Do you remember?
It was gorgeous.
It was
like
gorgeous.
that.
It was just 2 granny squares, really simply put together, and I gave it to one of my daughter's teachers.
Oh!
That was it.
That
That
is-
was the yarn.
But it looks, I mean, just so different crocheted.
Yes.
oh yeah, crocheted. It was amazing. Do you have it on your Ravelry?
Crochet stitches
I wish I did.
make yarns
Maybe.
look different. Like, depending on what you do with them, they look different.
Right. And so, like, Heather and I were looking at her stash upstairs. And here's the thing. Don't hate on me.
I'm not going to hate on you.
You might. I really dislike speckles.
No, I'm not going to hate on you.
Okay, don't hate on me.
No.
But when you crochet with
you.
that yarn,
Is it stunning?
when you crochet with a speckled yarn, woo,
Yeah.
it's like, it's
Actually, yeah.
You can
Because I'm
imagine,
using
right?
mostly speckled yarns in my crochet blanket. Mm-hmm. And, yeah,
pops.
it looks really good.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
Especially if you do something, you can't do a lace. I mean, you can, but you lose the lace.
You do a lot of work and you lose it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you do a simple granny or even a, single crochet, speckles really fabulous.
Yeah.
No,
No, you did not.
I don't have it on my Ravel.
You
Yeah,
don't
it was
have
because it was a
on
teacher
your
gift.
Ravelry. FOs will be good, but one of the reasons that wanted to bring Becca on is one, she's a very accomplished crocheter and usually doesn't even use a pattern, which is insane to me. And 2, Becca works in a lot of different yarns than we do.
Yes.
And I find that very important because not everybody wants to use speckled,
Right? Oh my god. Yeah.
Hand-dyed
variegated.
Oh my gosh.
speckled. You get better with, like, choosing speckled yarn with time.
Yes.
Because in the beginning, I would choose speckled yarns that looked nice in the skein, but then I would go to
Yes.
knit with it, and
Oh
I
my
would be like,
gosh,
oh my god, this
yes.
is so gross. So, like, over time, I got better at, okay, this looks nice in the skein, but it will also look nice knit up or when I work with it. So,
Yeah.
that's also a skill that I think comes with time. Yeah.
Well, then you train your eye.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right. Just like we train our hands, you train your eye just as much.
So you are not a fan of speckles,
I'm not
but
a
what
fan of
are you
speckles.
loving? Like, what yarns are you loving right now?
So one of the things that I would love to talk about is a little bit about how you guys love hand-dyed yarns. I love hand-dyed yarns. I cannot afford hand-dyed yarns.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people unfortunately can't these days because, $28, $30 for a skein is a little much
Yeah.
when you're, not getting paid equivalently high.
And even though we predominantly work with hand-dyed yarns, it has also slowed down a lot in this economy. Like, my purchasing has slowed down significantly. I've also built up a stash that does not need anything else. Okay, but
But so I have a lovely friend, Heather, who does share. This is the cool thing. Do keep getting that extra skein, because then there's always somebody around who will take it from you.
Or if
use
I
it for
buy
something.
it, this is going to be beautiful. My last yarn like that you didn't even want.
Yeah, sorry.
she was like, "No, thank
That's
you."
okay. It found a home.
But like, so when I'm saying I love hand-dyed yarn, like, and I absolutely appreciate and have worked for people and worked with people who make it. I don't want to diminish in any way, shape, or form the amount of work that goes into a hand-dyed yarn is incredible. It can also be better for the environment. Like, you're talking local economy, like all sorts of good stuff. However, for instance, the yarn for this sweater that I was telling you that I got at Scrap Be More, I pretty much only buy when they have their yarn sale, and you get a grocery bag full of yarn for $20. Like, I got 11 skeins of yarn for, roughly $20 because I bought them on sale at a thrift store
Wow.
versus,
$30 for one skein. Yes.
right?
And I just want to back up a little bit, because I know that you say you're not a huge fan of speckled yarns. And I would venture to say, and I know that there are people out there that do purchase solid or tonal hand-dyed yarns.
Which are
However,
gorgeous.
I feel that if I were a person who mostly likes to knit with solids, that I would, that my stash would look really different. Because I just feel like there are so many more affordable yarn options for solids and tonals than yes. So I just wanted to put that out there.
And
There
variegated are
But there was that recent Allie Makes Everything video where she accidentally bought yarn from the La Bien-Aimée birthday sale. Even though she wasn't planning on buying yarn.
She accidentally bought it. Yeah.
She bought a solid
Sure.
color. I forget the name of the color, but it's a red. And she said, this is one of the reasons sometimes that you do buy the hand-dyed, because usually with a commercial yarn, they have a limited color palette.
Yeah.
And it doesn't always change season to season. And, right now, or at least in the last year, that there's a very specific sort of color of red that is like super popular, whereas Cascade doesn't have that. They have more of a true red instead of a tomato red. And she said just the color of that yarn, even though it's just a shade off, which, by the way,
that matters.
Estimated that the human eye can see like, I don't know, everybody has a different estimate. The highest I've seen is like we can see 6 million different colors.
It matters. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you have the money. I mean, it's...
Okay,
it all depends on your priority.
Well, it matters to a point.
To a point, yeah.
Yes. It depends on how willing, like Becca's saying, like, I love hand-dyed yarn, but I can't afford it. So, Becca might be more... she might be more open to being flexible with the color red that she might use, or the colors that she might... versus somebody who is willing to pay that extra money to get the specific red or a specific blue,
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and so I actually really think that hand-dyed solid color yarn is some of the most amazing yarn out there, because if you look at the tones, like, okay, so a strand of yarn is round almost always, right? Unless you have a ribbon. But it's round, and if in the light, sometimes it sparks tomato, sometimes it sparks sienna, right? Sometimes it sparks a little rose, but all like within 1 inch. So that's where I want to like call out the artists who are dyers who do solids, because I have seen some like, whoo, really awesome. And so one of the things that I've done, and this is how I met you all, is I worked for a yarn dyer. Mm-hmm. So when I went through a phase where I was really digging on, hand dyed yarn, I went and worked for and
you got your fill.
And I got my fill. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's one way to make it more accessible.
Right? So
You added to your already huge stash.
Oh my God, my stash is so huge. I have a
We're
stash.
not even
But
going to go into stash
in your
talk.
defense, you inherited your mother's stash.
Okay. I inherited my mother's stash. But I
So your stash was jump started.
Yes. No.
Oh, you already had a stash. So that was in addition.
Was this in the MTV days when your husband worked at MTV?
Well, so this was before the MTV days.
Okay.
I actually worked at another yarn store out in Western Mass, which I really loved.
So you paid your dues. You came by this stash honestly.
I worked for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and so in fact, I used to teach for needles.
Oh.
Remember when Addy turbos were like the
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, and this is we're talking 30 years ago. Addy turbos were
Don't.
oh
We don't need to.
Struck that from the record.
yeah, but they were really expensive at the time because you couldn't get this was the first time good needles came out.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
metal.
otherwise you're using those
Plastic
yeah.
coated, yep. And I would teach knitting classes for credit at the yarn store and get myself needles. So I have an enviable needle collection of Addy turbos that will never die.
Ever. It's a pooch.
It's a pooch.
We have a pooch.
Greta said,
Oh,
"Why
hi,
are you
little Greta
doing stuff without me?"
Oh, she's so sweet.
Greta is so sweet.
And she loves Becca.
Oh my goodness.
Both my dogs love
She's
Becca.
so sweet.
So cute.
I think Heather's dogs love everybody. Honestly.
Heather's dogs are like Heather.
I don't
Yeah.
know. One time I
They're
introduced Greta to Chris's cousin's wife, and she sort of spray pooped on her.
Oh.
Okay, maybe not everybody.
Maybe not everybody, but most people.
Maybe.
Oh, and Greta, every time Adler's ex-girlfriend was here, his most recent, she like tried to bite her.
She knew.
So Adler
Animals
said,
know.
if I bring a girl home and Greta doesn't like her, I know.
She's out of here.
Right. Oh my goodness. Oh, we were getting to how acrylics became a thing for me. And not just a thing. So, but I grew up in yarn. So I have been to every yarn store, any place that my mother ever existed. And my mom was a single mom. So I was with her. Like, she didn't have anybody to take care of me. So I went everywhere she went.
Tagged along.
Tagged along to everything. And part of that was hours. Imagine being 7 and your mom spends hours in the yarn store.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, my kids would probably just lay out and go to sleep.
I mean,
But you know what?
You know,
did.
I did a lot of that with my ex-husband, not in yarn, but like car parts.
Oh yeah.
And like, I remember one time like sitting like on a shelf at the Jeg performance store with tears in my eyes.
You're like, my life is done. Yeah.
And that was really hard as like a 20-something. So
yeah. Well, so like one of the things that Heather does is sometimes let me look at a yarn and say what I think, because I always have an opinion, but my opinion is based off of years of being in yarn stores and touching all sorts of yarns, because I touched them all.
And you have the ability to look at a yarn beyond its color properties. You look at the actual components of the yarn and what it's made of, and really get into the bones of it. Yeah.
I do. And the fiber itself. And like we were talking about how sometimes you can look at a yarn and you can see that it had good crimp when it was on the sheep. And this was all spending lots of time with wool, because I had to. and then because I wanted to.
Yeah.
So like both things have happened. So I've had both experiences that allow me to really know, how yarns are created, spinning them,
How they behave.
right? How to tell a quality yarn. Heather and I have been talking about that. But that's all through touch, time,
Yeah.
like you were saying, like train your eye.
Yes.
Like my hands are very well trained.
So many things as crafters come, like people say, well, how did you get so good at such and such? And it's really time.
It's really time.
Yeah, it's really just spending time with the things that you work with.
Yeah, and so like one of the things that I used to do, like if you talk about knitting, for instance, is I was obsessed with the idea of being able to knit while watching TV. But not just knit, just stuck in it.
Oh, you wanted to...
I wanted to do lace.
Oh.
Lace, and I wanted to be able to purl, completely watching TV.
I can knit and I can purl watching TV.
But it took you time, right?
Yeah.
And also dedication.
I can do rib.
I can do rib. I can do rib. Those things are muscle memory. So I can do those things.
I could probably do it and walk, but my husband says no.
I can barely walk on
Yes,
its own,
exactly.
So
He said, He's like,
Tripping
I
over my
have
own
seen you
Yeah.
trip over air
the
there's
ghost.
that.
and dent your engagement ring.
Oh, no. Just,
It's like, so no.
no, yeah.
Well, and I don't know if you guys remember, or even now, that it's a thing to get like little yarn holders that hang off your wrist.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
the yarn minders. Those things.
Yeah, from like Lemonwood.
Yes.
So that you can walk and knit, or go to the gym, do the treadmill.
I gotta focus on walking, man.
Okay.
Right? I don't one thing at a time.
Yes.
I do go to the gym. I know it would surprise most of you. I have never considered taking my knitting.
No.
I'm hanging on to that treadmill for dear life.
Also, my social anxiety is enough for me to focus on.
Right.
I don't need anything else. If I went to a gym right now, I would probably be sweating before I even started the workout from the social anxiety of it all.
Social anxiety of going to the gym?
I have social anxiety of walking outside of my house.
Ah,
Yeah.
that explains
Yeah.
a lot.
Yep. You
Yes.
became obsessed with watching TV. Did you conquer it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
So for
So
instance,
a success story.
success story. I'm knitting lace socks right now. And,
Ooh.
Well, do you have some yarns? Like, did you bring some yarns or, some that you like working with or...
Well, so this is really fun. And this is the other way to get yarns that are affordable, is our local yarn store was having a Christmas in July sale.
Yeah.
I do lovely yarns.
Hamden
In Hamden, Baltimore.
Yeah,
And
they're nice
Melissa
people.
Salzman, who owns it, she's really lovely.
My handy dandy thread and maple.
Yeah. Are we ready to measure?
Yes,
we at
and
9
we're not
inches?
even going to say how measuring goes for me.
So from my thumb
Okay.
to my middle finger, when I stretch out, is 7 inches.
Thumb
So I measured it.
to middle finger.
So I measured my own. My own. I have very
Yours
small
is
hands,
okay.
is 7 inches. So when I go like this, I can see that there's about 1.5 inches past that. So I bet this is about 8.5 inches.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Wait.
Now I want to know if you're 7. I got the ruler.
Oh, you're 7 inches too.
I'm 7 inches. Are you 7
let's
inches?
see. Am I 7 inches? Oh, wait. You said
Middle, like the basically
Okay.
the longest points possible.
okay. So there
Yep.
to there.
Mhm.
I'm 7 inches exactly.
Right?
Shut up.
So now when you go,
We all have really tiny hands. too.
yeah, sorry, I hate to tell you.
Yeah, my husband, I always put my hand, and it's like
Okay,
it's like a little.
We're going to ask Chris.
Oh, his is gonna be like 12.
Mr. I wear a size 15 shoe.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
So now
let's
we've
see.
gotta
So
test
you, according to your your rule, this is about 8.5 inches. Okay. All
She
right.
was like, please, because I need 9. Please let it be.
Please, please.
I mean,
I think that it's at 9.
it's at 9. And mind you, I was using my hand
Okay, wait.
and my eyes and
Let's just-
telling you that it was 8.5. So I feel
like that's pretty accurate.
I feel good about this.
Because I was like, oh, it's going to be like 5 inches. And I measured and it was like almost 8 the last time. And I was
told
like,
you.
are you okay?
Because we're women and we've always been told 10 inches is that long.
This is true. This is so true.
You may have to cut that out.
We've been duped. It's a scam. It's a scam. Oh. Okay.
Anyway.
We're going to get back on topic.
Yes.
On task.
I might be having a hot flash, so
Oh, no. Do you need to take off your sweater?
no.
Are you good?
Fine.
It doesn't matter whether you're wearing a sweater or wearing a
I know.
t-shirt.
No,
Hot
I
flash is
feel
still a hot
cool
flash.
AC on me.
No, thank you.
So yarn. So
Yarn.
I like yarn. I've lived with yarn. I've had a lot of experience with all different yarns. Much like Heather, if y'all don't know, Heather has a background in textiles and color theory and history and culture.
Boy, will she take you to church. I got in trouble for saying that.
What did you say?
What did I say? It was about the neon cotton. She was like, that's because cotton is not. I was like, okay. She's like, cotton
She's
is
like, I
never
can't find neon
neon
webbing and cotton.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, because
She
you
took me to
cannot-
church. Okay.
You know how I get when
true.
people start advertising their yarns with a black light and being like, look, it's black light reactive. I love all of you, okay? And I love all the yarn dyers
glow in the
out
dark.
there.
You do.
But any fluorescent dye is black light reactive. Okay?
Just,
All right.
just saying. Okay.
That does not mean fluorescence and phosphorescence are 2 different things.
Look, see? Now you guys are getting taken to church.
Black
You're
light,
welcome.
right.
if it glows under black light, that does not mean it's going to glow in the dark. It is different.
You're welcome. Just let you know. Okay.
Okay. So I too, I never got the degree, but I have 2 years of experience in textile history classes, lots of them.
So you know some things.
I know some things.
Yes.
And one of the things that we studied is literally looking at yarn under a microscope, like to the point of, like knowing exactly what you're dealing with. And so one of the cool things to look at is you look at acrylics and they're clear. How you know they're acrylics?
Really?
Yes, because they're plastic. So shh, all acrylics are plastic.
Shh. Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone.
Well,
I'm sorry. If you didn't know, never mind.
all polyesters, all nylon,
Right.
all man-made fibers.
I'm sorry. If you didn't know that, we
Or plastic.
may need to talk.
So
Fossil fuels, people.
right.
Okay.
So they're not going anywhere.
Never.
Right.
Ever.
So when I say that this whole sweater that I'm wearing is reused, that's really important to me because this yarn wasn't going anywhere anyway.
Yes.
So I took something that wasn't
It wasn't
going anywhere.
breaking down.
Right.
It wasn't. Yeah.
It's not biodegradable, all that lovely stuff. But I'm making something that's useful.
Right.
Right.
So you get breathing new life into
I'm
it.
breathing new life into it because I don't not believe in plastics.
Same.
Right. We live in
I
a
make vinyl bags. I mean,
right.
You better.
Same.
Yeah. Have you seen her bags?
Yeah.
Yes. So when I see yarns, I'm thinking about not just what they are in the moment, but maybe what they've been, where they came from, what they're made of, like how they were dyed. Were they dyed by hand? Were they dyed in a vat? Were they space dyed? Oh my gosh, do you all know the greatest yarns are coming out of Turkey right now? Like there's so much great yarn out of Turkey. Who knew? Look at your label next time. There's so many made in Turkey.
I just want to tell you guys, I'm sorry to interrupt.
10 hours later.
back to yarn.
We're still on
Oh,
sorry, we're still
So
on
like, here's the thing.
you asked for longer episodes. Right.
Well, and just like, oh my gosh, all the yarns. So I love yarns from mills that are American mills. So there's some great yarns out there, and a lot of your hand dyers are using these yarns. But there's a whole world of yarn that's being made without us having any say-so. Right?
Okay.
So Michael's is full of it. Joanne's is full of it. Imagine.
Well, they used to be.
and they
Now
will,
they're full of.
Well, now they
Other
send it to
things.
Michael's.
Yes.
well, they will be again.
Will they?
I think so.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. We'll look into this. Maybe you could tell us in the comments.
Let's-
'Cause what's the future of Joanne's? It's a good question.
What do you think
Yeah. What do you think?
Joanne's will become?
Right? Because
really
we
hope-
need it.
You know, yeah, we do.
Yeah.
And also,
Yeah,
they
we
could
do.
have just really
Wait,
not
wait,
taken
you
us
mean
through
what?
these changes.
Right?
You mean what is the future Joanne's or the future of Joanne's?
Ooh.
Well, we'll become what was formerly known as Joanne's.
Yes, there we go.
Yes.
There we
The
go.
artist formerly known as Joanne.
But we have so many yarns, and so, like, I like to explore. Can we bring out a yarn, Shayla?
Yes.
Can we bring out the
Okay.
pink yarn?
We bring out a yard.
We're gonna
Ladies
bring out
and
the pink
gentlemen,
for these guys.
Vanna, can you
Ladies
turn
and gentlemen,
the letters?
her.
Okay, so
The passing of the torch.
this yarn is most likely Red Heart. I don't know, because I got it from my community.
That looks like a pound of love.
Of pink love.
She didn't even know that I brought it, but I did. Are we all set?
No.
So, like, people have free cycle. We have buy nothing.
Yes.
So I get a lot of yarn from my buy nothing community.
Now, do you find, is this on Facebook?
This one's on Facebook.
Okay,
The
yeah.
others on Nextdoor is a good
Yes.
place.
Yeah, next door.
However, some of the yarns, for instance, from this sweater came from Goodwill.
Okay.
Like, but this one I love because I put out a call for yarn and I said I just wanted worsted weight. I'm going to start putting together yarn for another one of these sweaters.
Okay.
And somebody lovingly gave me this yarn and said it needs a new life.
And you said challenge accepted.
That's right. So that's the pink yarn.
Okay.
All right. And I did bring another yarn to share with you all
Okay.
because this is
it her?
It is.
Okay.
And I'm sorry.
It is she.
It is she. She didn't have. She's been used.
Oh, she's missing some.
Sorry.
It's
So
okay.
because I never have a full skein of yarn because I'm always making something.
Always.
Yes.
So okay, so I brought this one, and then one of my finished objects is gonna. Oh, actually, several of my finished objects are going to be out of it.
Oh, wow.
This is Pound of Love by Red Heart. Oh, sorry, Lion Brand. So we haven't talked about Lion Brand,
No.
and we're not really going to.
Oh.
I mean, they're a fine company. However, Pound of Love is a ridiculously awesome yarn. 100% acrylic.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's a pound of yarn. Well, you can see my half pound of love because you know she's used a little bit because
She's a half a pound.
she's
of
a
love.
half a pound of love.
She went on
Okay, there we go. That's plenty.
can't even remember the name. Ozempic.
Oh,
Ozempic.
Or appetite.
Yeah.
She went on something.
GLP-1
Yeah.
going on. But so if you want to make something and you don't have a lot of money, this
Or if you do.
Or if you
and
do.
you just don't want to spend it on.
Hand-dyed yarns.
Yeah. Or if you have the right project. Because what kind of project?
right. Well, so here's
That's
the
the
other
other part, right?
kids,
Yep.
right? Acrylic yarns. If you have a kid who's growing fast and you want to make for them, which I do.
She does.
I do. Okay, so can I bring out a little bit of a finished objects? Because it's now,
Sure,
in the moment?
let's move
'Cause
to
it's-
finished object.
All right.
Okay.
So So this was made of Pound of Love. Of course, I made it for a child who has now since grown out of it.
Ooh. The stitch definition.
Look at that tiny
stitch
little
definition.
sweater.
The stitch definition is so good.
Right?
So
and
cute.
this will be an incredible yarn for cables.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, because the stitch definition is so good.
Absolutely.
It's like so squishy.
That is
And
so
it's so squishy.
Yes.
So squishy.
And it's actually, my family will wear this, and nobody.
It's very soft.
It's very soft.
Yeah.
So, like, I used to wear. When I lived in Western Massachusetts, we'd get lots of snow. Leg warmers, because they would get wet from the snow.
Yeah.
So you could either use really good wool, and you would use non-superwash because you'd want that barrier, or you could use an acrylic.
Yeah. Tell me more about this project.
Okay, so
This little sweater.
so like you mentioned, I don't tend to use patterns. I worked in a yarn store for years, and I would make baby and toddler sweaters to sell
Okay.
at the store that I worked at. So I know
Without a pattern.
well, no, at that time I was using
With the
patterns,
pattern.
right?
Okay, yeah.
But for instance, I know that a toddler's head is 18 inches, right? So if I start with 18 inches round, because it needs to go over a toddler's head, and I know that I'm making a raglan, I can start with a circle, mark out roughly where the sleeves are going to start, and increase every other round at the sleeves.
I cannot do that.
Okay.
You guys. Becca can do that.
So-
Shayla,
Yeah. It's like different minds, right?
it would be a Labubu sweater.
I have maybe knit as many sweaters as for myself as Becca has knit toddler sweaters. And every time I finish a sweater, everything about that sweater
Disappears.
completely gone.
Same.
So for me, we'll get into how much of a nerd I am. It's like, it's a numbers game, and it's geometry. Like, and it never changes.
Which nobody tells you when you get into knitting, sewing, crocheting, that you have to do so much
No.
math.
Don't tell people.
Insane.
You know what? There's probably an app for that.
Probably.
Well, so there is,
I'm always taking the long way home.
there are, and there are people who have set out really cool patterns where you just fill in
the numbers.
like you measure one thing, and then all of a sudden it's giving you the numbers for the whole sweater.
Yes, and sewing patterns too.
In sewing patterns too, right?
Surprise. You didn't have to do all the work.
Surprise, surprise.
So, have either of you read Elizabeth Zimmerman?
No.
No,
Okay.
I have heard much.
I have heard great things, incredible things.
But the thing that she laid out, and she was a math mind too, is she laid out a system. Oh, she even has a name for it. Remind me of the name. I can't quite remember. But Heather's gonna look it up for us.
Then look it up.
But I have read almost all of Elizabeth Zimmerman's books, and
Okay.
really, she was a really cool woman, where she took her like home knitting and built a business, but at a time when women weren't doing that.
Right. So she was kind of like a pioneer.
She was
of the,
totally a pioneer.
Yeah.
And then she came up with a sizing system using simple math, and she put it in these newsletters. And she would send them out. Like, I think she did monthly newsletters for years that are still her daughter Meg.
Oh, the EPS.
Yes, the EPS.
Elizabeth's percentage system.
Right.
all right.
And she laid out a whole system. Y'all look it up. Where you start with one number and you end up with a sweater or socks or a shawl. And the thing is other women, mostly women, were doing this all the time anyway.
Yes.
But what she did was she shared it. And then the business still exists past her being here with us present. Anyway. math.
Knitting Without Tears.
Knitting Without Tears, one of the best books ever. And
I love that title. Right? Okay, that's an incredible title.
Yeah.
Because it's possible. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, and also like admitting that sometimes there are tears is inherent in that title.
Oh, yes. Boy, are there.
Oh my God, have you ever ripped out lace with, or like the first time you do lace when you realize that you really do need a lifeline?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
The first time you do lace and realize you really should add a stitch marker after every repeat.
Or you really should just pay close attention to the chart.
Counting.
Counting.
Those things, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. There are tears.
There are tears.
Oh, so this sweater, that's where we were.
So this sweater was, I started with the concept of it needed to go over an 18-inch head, and I needed to start with a circle.
Okay.
And you start with your ribbing, and you do your ribbing for however wide you want your ribbing, and that doesn't change.
Okay.
Okay. And then when you go to shaping, that's when a little bit you do need to know a little bit about the shoulder. And this is when some knowledge about how sewing patterns for the body are created. Mm-hmm. So if you imagine a sewing pattern flat and you put that in the round, see, this is when I think my mind puts it together.
Yeah.
I'm like, I really do. I imagine a flat pattern, but on the body. So then I'm putting multiple flat patterns together.
This is how I envision bags.
Right.
Like I start thinking, like you work backwards and then the pieces start coming together. And then you're like, okay, so in order for this gusset to be this size, then this needs to be this size. And that's going to take away. Yeah.
You got it then.
The things start. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I feel like different people have different skills and talents with that kind of spacing. Like I could never be an interior designer, no matter how good I am at spatial reasoning, because how rooms are put together
doesn't mix. Yeah.
Which makes no sense since I'm describing to you how I knit with my head and like flat patterns and anyway.
This is why people have their niches that they jump into and that they thrive in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was a completely made sweater from my mind.
Okay.
But it's also super traditional. So I probably have made this type of sweater, hundreds of times.
Okay.
So I'm making it sound more complicated.
She's making it sound easy, actually. When, in fact, I cannot sit down and do a sweater.
Now, I can say for a fact that Becca thinks at a higher level when it comes to knitting. I mean, maybe with other things too. I don't know. But with knitting and crocheting, Becca can see how the stitches work in her mind. Like she understands the structure at a different level, which is why when I screw something up, I don't know what I did with this. What was that one thing I did? It was some sort of a provisional cast on that I did wrong, and then when it was time
we figured it out though.
No, you had to fudge it for me because I screwed it up so badly.
No,
later
but that's what I'm saying.
Fixed it. It was good enough. Or if it's like this lace pattern and be like, Becca, I screwed up here 20 rows back. She'll be like, oh, no problem.
But I used to do things and this is my interest, and this is why, literally I went to grad school for this for a period of time. Was I would knit cable swatches and unravel pieces of them, so I had to redo them.
Good times.
I know.
Saturday night.
Just a casual Saturday night.
I mean, I have...
We're all different.
I have gone back 20 rows and a couple cable slants to fix one that was going the wrong way. Leaning the wrong way. So
that you couldn't
I was very proud of
exactly
that.
What I'm doing.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, so
all right.
Is this duplicate stitch here?
Yes. So should we?
Same yarn.
All right. So no, this is scrap yarn. I have no idea what it is.
Okay.
I will say I cheated. I looked in a embroidery stitch book to find charts.
No, you just use your resources.
I used my resources.
Sources.
I used my resources to find a chart of an animal that I think this particular child would like. However, and I know everybody out there has this experience, I made this at my pace.
Oh, yeah.
And this child
Grew
at
a different pace.
Which was faster than
Which was faster.
Becca's pace.
Yes.
Much faster than my pace. Sorry, that's just like
The best time.
no, you can't at all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like you have
It's
9
not
months.
done. It's done like maybe 2 months after the baby's born.
Yep.
Yeah. If I ever make something for a child, I usually guess how big they're going to be in a year.
Same.
And I make that. Because
Good
you
way to
never
do it.
know. Even though it doesn't take me a year, it's still... Also, you don't know when these kids are just going to, like, have some crazy growth spurt and they're, like, suddenly enormous.
All right. We
Okay.
are so off topic.
Anyway,
We are
back
so off
to
topic,
finished
guys.
objects.
Okay, let's do finished objects.
Finish objects.
Can we do finished objects?
Yes.
Okay.
Whole bag? Or
We'll
just
do
one at a time? Okay.
Because I want to honor the artists who created these designs.
Okay.
So these are, this is my style of design, and I do my own designs. I have a couple of designs on Ravelry and Ribbler. Nothing huge. Just it's an interesting. It's a whole nother
Listen,
world.
something huge because I have 0 patterns on Ravelry, so it's huge.
You have a triangle bag pattern.
Okay, never
Sewing pattern.
moving forward with moving
talk about it.
forward.
All right.
With Becca's finished object.
All right.
What is
So
this one?
I
This
want
one's a pattern?
Yes, so
What
I
is
want to honor the people. This is of Mars, and she does these really, really cool things. It's all crochet. She does lots of accessories.
Okay.
I will say, not everybody, and I know this is a passion of you guys. Not everybody can understand how to help a bigger body,
Yes.
right?
And you know what? I want to interject there and say that people that don't understand how things should fit or work for a bigger body, I appreciate that they don't venture into it because it can go really wrong.
You say
So-
of Mars?
Yeah.
Can I find that?
So she's probably on Instagram. So this was supposed to be a very different sweater.
Okay.
But when you're dealing, it's made with granny squares.
Okay.
So inherently, when you're making squares, every side elongates the same.
Yes.
So while my width is wider, my length is
It's
not.
Oh, it's not. Okay. So
So the shape of the sweater did not come out in any way, shape, or form like the designer started
it's
with.
not proportional.
Of Mars. Here we
All
go.
right.
Look
Yeah,
at
she makes, I mean, her crochet is just fantastic.
Yeah, look at that. Wow.
that. Wow.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
This particular pattern didn't work out being what the shape that it should be.
Okay.
However, so what I did was I took the pieces and parts, and I made it mine
Okay.
because I can. Because that's when you make it yourself.
Yeah. Some patterns are recipes. Most
Recipes.
most patterns are recipes. You can.
I want to
use
show
them
the
as
square.
Okay.
Sorry, Shayla.
No, it's
I
fine.
need to interrupt.
Here, let me show.
No, you're good.
Hold it to the close up. We're gonna do the full screen close up. So
Yeah,
don't,
I want to
don't
try
get
to.
alarmed.
I want to
people.
honor how.
Oh, that's beautiful though.
right?
Look
Yeah.
at that.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So she designed this square, and I will say I would never have come up with this square myself. I was able to create a tunic from her pattern. It did have a waist element to it. My waist is not, again, the same shape or proportions as the pattern. So this yarn is from Hobby. Do you all know Hobby?
Yes.
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 So I am a little bit obsessed right now.
Oh, you know they were at Flock, not Flock, Cake
Palooza
Pick
last
something
year.
with a K sound. They were at Cake last year.
Yeah, they were.
Well,
They had
because
a
they
booth.
were also debuting
Tony
Tony Lipsy's yarn.
Oh, I love Tony
Yes.
Lipsy.
And
Oh,
they had-
she's amazing.
They had a yarn ball walking around. It was like
God.
a
It was frightening.
life-size. It was very frightening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite frightening.
Sorry, Howdy. Please don't do that again. This is their mohair, their lace weight mohair.
Okay.
Okay.
And I love this one because it's machine washable and it's mohair.
A machine
A
washable
machine
mohair.
washable mohair.
Oh, I was looking at that when I bought the drops mohair. Just a little scratchy.
Well, so I
But-
have this wonderful friend.
This I should have checked.
Yeah, I have this wonderful friend who will block things for me.
I was gonna say,
Imagine that.
let's talk about how well that's blocked.
So how well is this blocked? But also, it's been soaked in something. Some Eucalyptus, maybe?
Eucalyptus jasmine.
Eucalyptus jasmine. This is so cozy and soft at
Which
this point.
Heather has now strong-armed me into purchasing.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
yeah,
she didn't
it was
have to
real
strong
hard.
arm
No,
me.
not very.
No,
I bought some and I was like, look what they have, and I bought. And Shayla's like, gimme.
Give me the big one. He was like, "You want the big one? The big one."
Like,
I love I don't know why. I know like a lot of people.
Well, it is incredible the way that a project blooms and
Yes.
transforms.
I was on Instagram and I sent it to Becca because somebody blocked their project and they got it wet. I swear all they did was throw it on some towels. Didn't even straighten it out. It was still wrinkled.
No, that's not the way that
I-
blocking works.
Died
not
a
technically
million
blocking.
deaths. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
Becca,
not-
I can't. Like my eyes twitching. That is not blocking. Like you should have seen one time Becca knitted this. It was the I can never pronounce
one?
the here.
oh, oh my gosh, that was gorgeous. Oh, that's on.
I think we have your pictures of that
Yes.
on Instagram. Let me see. If
Oh,
I can
because you
find
know
it.
why? It's a Japanese word. Is the name of the sweater. But it was a lace sweater, and I made it out of 100% silk.
Lace, when you block it, man,
Well, and it was silk.
does it transform?
This was amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, there it
Heather
is.
did such a good job.
Okay,
Okay.
there it is.
It's
It was
Heather the-
this one.
Yeah.
The professional blocker, guys.
Right.
Yes.
That is
But
incredible.
Becca made it. She only had so much yarn,
Yeah.
so she made it. It was. It was
it's a little bitty.
itty bitty, and she's like,
Yeah.
I need this to fit a bigger person. I blocked that
Block the crap out of it.
on a mannequin.
You did.
It was a good time. I stretched, I pulled, I hung weights, you
Yeah.
name it. I did everything, and it worked.
It worked.
But, oh, that was gorgeous.
It came out like an extra. It was. I mean, it was an extra small, but it fit an adult.
Yeah.
that
in the
yarn that was from Tess.
That's Tess's silk.
Tess has amazing yarns.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah, I love that.
Agreed.
It was a good time, and you knit that thing in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it was and it's funny because like, so I too have ADHD, and pre-medication would start and start something else and start something else and then start something else.
It's hi, it's me.
Yeah.
Remember when you had back surgery and you're like, I am going to crochet a queen size chevron blanket.
Okay, I was on Oxy at that time.
To be fair.
Disclosure.
I mean, I was in a lot of pain and totally deserved to be.
Oh yeah. You
But
just
I
had
did decide
surgery.
that I was going to make a single crochet queen size chevron blanket while also on.
How did that work out?
I don't know. Like a
Yeah,
year
no.
later, Becca said, "What was I thinking?"
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
time.
To each their own.
Yeah.
Feels good.
This
too.
feels good. This is Pound of Love.
Yeah, it feels good.
I thought maybe it was Karen Simply Soft. I love that Karen Simply Soft stuff.
Right?
It is very soft.
It's very soft.
Yeah.
But this is Pound of Love.
Okay, that is really soft.
$16.
Okay, the squish on that thing.
Right? The squish factor is amazeballs. And this whole thing...
Oh, this is the one that you said was similar to the...
Oh, that's the back
Look
side.
at my holes.
Turn around.
Please, excuse me.
I know the back
Yes.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because crochet in the round isn't as easy as you think it is.
Well, and
this is gorgeous.
Yes, this is not
Gorgeous.
as clean as I would have loved.
Well, a lot of people don't crochet. I've noticed that with crochet patterns, a lot of the patterns are flat and then seamed.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, and so what's interesting, which I didn't love about this, is you go back and forth.
Okay.
In the
Oh,
round.
wait. Okay. So you go and then you
and
come.
then- yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the technique is so that your sleeves, which are naturally have to be, when you're crocheting flat, has to be back and forth. So the sleeves were back and forth. And then you create a texture that's very specific.
Okay.
So then when you do the body, if you don't go back and forth, you're creating a different texture.
Yes.
So, excuse my lines not being clean, but you know what?
No, that's
That's
just...
it. It's a great
That's how
sweater.
you
It looks
crochet.
good.
Well, remember that one you were making? And it was orange. Well, you knit a lot, or you crochet a lot of orange. You use a lot of orange.
I do.
It had like triangles up at the
Yes.
neckline.
Yes.
And the designer, she was really cute in her roller skates
Yes.
and her crocheted pants.
Yes.
I don't remember her name. I haven't.
Yes, that was a test crochet.
Yeah, I haven't seen her on Instagram in a while, and it might be the algorithm. It might be her.
No, I think honestly she had, if I'm not mistaken, a second child or a third. It was a multiple child situation.
Yeah.
And you know,
Say no more.
this designer,
Okay.
Isabella Mueller.
Okay.
So
what's the
now-
name of this pattern?
Oh, that would have been good. Will you look up
Isabel Mueller.
Isabella Mueller, Muell. Well, you know good German very well. She makes goth patterns.
Okay.
So she likes to, and she's on Instagram, and she makes herself all sorts of stuff. Like she knit something from Wednesday, the
Ooh.
show, but like overnight,
Listen, we love Wednesday. We are Wednesday stands.
right?
Here we go.
So what she does is she gives you a little bit of a recipe, and you choose.
Okay.
And she
So it's like a
has made
choose
it.
your own adventure.
It's a
we
choose
go.
your own adventure. So in this one, I really like the sweater that you see that's the short sleeve. So I made the one the pattern shows. But as you can see, she gives you all these choices. And you go in
Oh, yeah.
and she'll say, if you want long sleeves, then go to
Proceed to this.
proceed to this. And she makes it so that you can make it to any size body. Now you do need to have said body,
The measurements.
the measurements or within vicinity so you can try it on.
Yes.
But everything fits really well. I've made several of her things.
That's nice.
I love these shorty shorts, by the way.
Yeah, those are really
Oh
cute.
my gosh, that's so fun.
Look how cute.
Yeah, those are cute.
Right?
I have it.
That would be an incredible beach cover up.
Oh my gosh.
Incredible.
Right?
That was the Marina Mesh.
Thank you.
Marina
mesh.
It is
Marina mesh
gorgeous.
sweater.
It is very reminiscent of the Look at My Holes, the by James and Watts. I really like that.
And you saw that she has different versions. So
Yes.
some people did make
Just complete mesh.
complete mesh
Yeah.
version. Yeah. So I love her stuff, and I'm making pretty much, I think I have 5 of her patterns in my phone, and I've made 3 of them. Like,
Oh.
for real.
Wow.
Yeah. She's one of my
It's
good
not
ones.
often you follow the designers.
It is. It is not often at all that I follow the designer. So, yeah, that tells you something, right?
I was about to say that means that's a nod to how. Okay.
Okay. So the next thing I want to pull out, Shayla, if you don't mind.
Is it this one?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I have never done this before. And
Ooh.
I decided treat myself.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
All of these are for me, which is something.
What?
So Heather has been trying to get me to make things for myself for years.
Please. I mean, you
Well,
just work
because
too hard.
Isabel-
You deserve.
Isabel may like things now, but when they were younger,
Yeah.
everything you made Isabel, they would pick out the yarn,
For years.
the color, the everything, pick out the pattern. Becca
I
would
know.
make it.
I know this story.
Isabel would be like, it's too scratchy.
Yeah.
But if I use this 100% cotton from Hobby, and they
Okay.
have it in all different sizes.
Is that the Pima?
No.
Okay. Because they do have a Pima
They
cotton,
do have
don't
a
they?
Pima
Okay.
cotton. But this isn't even the Pima cotton.
And it's still really
you,
soft.
you felt it, right?
Yeah.
So this is, I believe this is the, I don't remember the name. This is the worsted weight version. So
Okay.
there's fingering, worsted weight, and I think maybe sport or DK. So this is the Malo Designs, and I'm going to ask Heather to look up
Malo
the Malo
Designs.
Design. Jelena is her first name, and I don't quite remember her last name. But she's a great designer, and she actually designs directly for Hobby.
Okay.
But this is a dress.
Is it? Let's
Did
see
you
it.
say Elena Malo?
Wow.
This one's really hard to show because
Yeah, because it's so long.
right.
It is very cute.
Isn't it very cute?
Yes, and it has
Oh
like a
my
cap sleeve.
goodness.
It's got a
It's
little
a
cap
dress.
sleeve and this nice little yoke, and it's lace.
Yeah.
And what's cool, not cool, sorry, is she doesn't, it's very shapeless. And for that reason, it fits a lot of different size bodies, but she only makes 2 sizes.
Okay.
So, not ideal.
But is the pattern written in a way where you could adjust it if you needed to?
So, what I discovered when I made that one of Mars that I showed you, the first one,
The tunic.
the tunic that I showed you with the mohair that's washable. When you're dealing with shapes and you make them larger, they're going to be larger both widthwise and lengthwise.
Yes.
Which does not always work
Yeah.
for the body, because our bodies aren't squares or rectangles.
Correct.
Which is why I like working for stuff, making stuff for kids.
Why can't I?
Because they are.
Yeah.
Malo Design.
Malo?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Elena Malo?
No, that's the name of her company. Jelena is her name with a J.
Oh.
I want to say this is a Cecilia dress. It is, in fact, the Cecilia dress.
Okay.
The Cecilia dress.
But this is Hobby. So the trick with Hobby is much like Michael's used to be. They have things on sale on the regular. So I bought this.
We love a sale.
We love a sale.
We love a sale.
This was half price.
Okay.
Each skein of yarn. And it was half price for like a week. So I bought enough for a dress.
Okay.
The Cecilia dress.
Yes.
That is pretty.
Right?
That is really pretty.
And so I wear this to work. It's 100% cotton. It
There
washes
we go.
really, really well.
yeah,
and
it's nice and
can
cool.
Dry it.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Uh-oh, you're
really
going to
pretty.
get Shayla being like, that's it. I am now
Yeah, you know.
crocheting everything.
You see me how I'm looking at it.
The lining.
With the stars in my eyes.
Let's see. The bust, shoulders,
Yeah.
underarm, waist, hips.
Yeah. Needless to say, if you would like me to resize this, I could do it. It would take a little bit of math. It's okay.
The maths. You would brave the maths
I would
for
brave
me.
the maths for
Oh
you.
my goodness, you're incredible.
Don't just go up a yarn.
That
gate.
does not work. You guys. You guys. It is that's a recipe
Yeah.
for disaster.
This is the last finished object of the night. And
But
this,
definitely not the least. 'Cause
this
it
is knit.
nice.
And so this is a Karen cake.
I'm gonna take one cake.
This is 2 cakes.
Okay.
And this sweater is a size medium. It's for my mother-in-law. And the lovely...
Oh, is it a cardigan?
It's a cardigan. Here, let me see if I can... Here, Heather, help me out.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
I blocked this. What is wrong?
Well, it's because I haven't put buttons on it for the weight.
Yeah,
It is a little bit of weight.
Gorgeous. I love all the greens.
Have you picked buttons?
So I picked buttons and then I lost some.
They were in the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
no longer
some.
in the bag.
They're no longer in the...
Did a dog eat
2
them?
of the 3. Well, maybe a dog ate them. Well, the other thing
Were they
is,
wood?
Uh,
You know how dogs love wood.
If they were wooden, they're no longer with us.
Yeah, like I could never buy those Melissa and Doug toys,
Oh,
like
yeah.
all those really cute
right
toys.
for the dogs.
Did you follow a pattern for that sweater, for that cardigan? No.
Not that one.
Okay.
No. And so, so if you're starting to see, I tend to knit without a pattern. My crochet, I can do like that. Like I started with a pattern for that one, the tunic. And I went away from a pattern to make it a shape that works for my body.
But that crochet doesn't come as easy to you to do from
Right?
scratch.
But even though I started crochet before I can remember,
Yeah.
but I taught myself to knit with language.
Yeah.
And crochet is more of it's almost a feeling. And so I had to go back and teach myself how to use language with crochet. I used to just make things and they would just be things.
Yes.
And then I didn't have any shape. And then, eventually I was like, I'm going to try some shape. And then I worked my way to doing, for instance, the dress.
It's interesting because I would think that you would crochet without a pattern since you have been doing it longer and taught yourself so much.
Hats.
I do
Brains
like
are funny.
crocheting, but I do find it a roadblock when I have to read a crochet pattern. It does not come to me natural.
And then add in if it was written in American English or
British.
Yes.
Or charted or written.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Or
But, I think it's just a matter of learning the code, which we haven't done because.
true. Very true.
Yeah.
It's like any language.
Yes.
You've got to learn it.
Just another code.
Spend time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll get there. Well, let's hope. A
Well-
girl can hope.
How about this? If you want to, and your self decides to spend the time, energy, everything, you will. It just takes work.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like some things, like knitting came easily to me,
Yes. Yeah.
right? But then crocheting, which I've done forever, didn't.
Yeah.
And
I think
I'm old.
I've purchased crochet patterns. So the intent is there.
Okay.
I just have to put.
Well, don't you do a lot of making already?
I do.
Like
I do a lot of making.
All day long.
all the like
That's
yeah.
I really taught myself. I mean, I had a woman that taught me, Tasha, she taught me like the basic knit and purl stitch, but then she sent me home and she's like, just knit and purl and make this long sweater. Well, I went home and I freaking made a hat and then I made socks. That's not what I was supposed to do, but I'm kind of like, once I'm in something, I'm really in it. Like
You are the queen of YouTube or TikTok
oh
University.
yeah, I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. Okay.
Nice.
You're not afraid, like, oh, I don't know how to do this. I don't want to figure it out, and it's too
will.
much. No.
No, the day that I wake up and I feel like, oh, I want to do this, I can do this, I'm gonna do it. That's how I was with the brioche.
Exactly.
For years, I have stayed away from brioche, and then one day I was like, oh, I'm casted on this shawl.
And you probably made it, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whips. Yeah, whips.
All right.
Oh, whoop.
This is my bag o' whips. This is what it looks like for some
Bag
people. by
o'
the way.
whips.
You know what she needs? She needs a Black Pearl Magic
Yeah,
bag.
I think so. I think you need a BAB.
Yeah, she needs a BAB.
I think so.
I've got to hook up. Shh.
Don't tell me.
Okay, so Sheila, I'm going to take out stuff, but then I want to give this back to you so it's not in our way.
Okay.
And I wanted to show off a little bit
Oh, sock knitting.
sock knitting. And then I wanted to show off my little obsession. And so I brought my Chiagu needles to show off.
These are also my obsession. These 9-inch.
These 9-inch nails.
These are not Heather's obsession.
Let me tell you, guys, it took me so long to struggle through my first sock.
I can't. It's not even showing
this
up.
9-inch circ, and it was like somebody put a battery pack in me.
Right?
I was like,
Oh, I'm so glad I'm not the only one.
no, you're not.
Here, let me give this
I
to
haven't
you.
tried it yet, though. Honestly.
They were life-changing for my sock knitting. And also small circumference knitting in general. I also did my Labubu hat on
Yes.
one of those.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would be perfect.
Yep.
So you can see, hopefully you can see my little needles with my very, very black yarn, which isn't really showing up because there's, get this. So this is what happens, is I just like to make things. So these are, yes, very black socks with a very intricate lace pattern in them.
Ooh.
There
Oh,
you go.
Shayla, good job.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
Isn't that so pretty?
Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? Wrought iron.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Yes, it does.
And so I have the cutest pink Doc Martens.
You do.
I do.
Don't. Shayla's upset about those Doc
Oh.
Martens, don't.
They're going to come back, I swear.
Will they?
And
I had the opportunity to get said Doc Martens from Nordstrom Rack. I let them sit in my cart until my size was sold out. Do not be like Shayla, okay? This is Shayla. Do not be like Shayla.
or be like Becca and just go ahead and buy them full price when they first came out because they were too good.
Be like Becca.
I bought them when they first came out as well, but there was it was like a Black Friday situation.
Or you can be like Heather.
Shush.
Just don't be like Shayla.
They're bubblegum pink. And anyway, I
And we
decided
have the purse to match.
I decided
It's
I
really
needed
sad.
knit black socks to
To
go
go-
with my.
It's going to be so good. It's going to be
Right.
really good.
And so this is actually a yarn. Let's see. Ooh, I even have the label.
Look at you.
Look at me. So I
With
did
a
get
ball
the
band.
Okay.
Kobasi DK. So the idea is that
Oh, and that's from our friends at Skacel,
yes.
which we know how to pronounce now.
Oh, I didn't-
because they taught us.
These
You
are
know,
also.
I didn't know.
No, it's Skacel.
Ooh,
These are also from Skacel.
very nice.
Skacel.
Thanks, them.
The Ewenicorns.
This yarn. This is the yarn I got at Christmas in July,
Okay.
and
Oh,
so I
okay.
have year-round socks that are gonna be like remind me of wrought iron and.
This is the only time that I approve of Christmas in July, right?
Also,
yarn
when
sales.
you also those are really going to bloom when you block them. I don't block socks,
So
but no, but it may be worth it to block these because of
Oh,
the
remind me to
lace.
give you those
Right.
blockers. Okay.
So I'm borrowing.
Now I have an extra pair.
Okay.
I don't
So-
block accessories.
So I did actually think of that too. I don't. I actually firmly believe that most socks block on the foot perfectly
They
fine.
really do.
They really do.
If something it
My
has
heart
enough
just stopped.
negative ease,
Your body is the blocker. But these socks, I agree with you,
it will
Shayla.
block on the body. Says, okay, you guys, if you go back to, and I'll insert a clip from this, when I was like, oh, I need to block my sorrel, and Heather was like, do you even need to block it?
Okay, fine.
I did block that, by the way.
Your stitches looked so perfect.
They were very uniform.
In general, I need to block things as my stitches show all the rage from the day.
Well, I think it was because that was reverse stockinette.
Which is odd because usually reverse stockinette is like,
It's not.
oh, I don't want anybody to see the backside of my garment.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
years into knitting, the backside is actually quite nice these days, except
Yeah.
for my 101 ends. But whatever.
No, don't talk about that.
No,
Yeah,
we
I
don't
just-
talk about ends. So I'm going to.
Okay, let's backtrack. Are you using a pattern for these socks?
So, thank you. Yes. These socks are the mullion.
Yeah.
The mullion.
Mullion socks.
How do you spell that?
Mullion. Try that. Let's see. Can we find it on Ravelry? It is a Ravelry pattern. That is where I found it. And I did pay for this one.
Okay.
I do tend to use as many free patterns as possible.
Yes.
But
The mullion socks.
no.
No?
Oh wait, no, that is it. That's just
I
a
was
long
about to say
version.
that is it.
The pattern is made. I'm making the pattern exactly, or the short. Maybe it's the short mullion.
Okay.
But
You're making them into shorties.
I'm making the one that I bought is shorties.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The one I bought is
wait.
shorties.
Oh, wait, here we
There
go.
it is. Yay!
Mullion Cove.
Mullion Cove.
There
you
we
needed
go.
to say
Oh,
that.
my goodness. Oh,
yeah.
those are so pretty.
Aren't those so pretty?
Those are very pretty.
So this is an example of when you see a good pattern, I'm gonna pay it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna pay for it. It's worth
Look
the
at
money
that.
for sure, without a doubt, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they're so pretty.
And so I have a feeling I'll probably make these more than once too.
Probably.
And that was again
why another reason why you
Gorgeous.
purchased it. Yeah.
Gorgeous. And they are by
let's take the
Comfort
center.
Road Knits.
And again, Becca, I do highly advise you to block the lace. Okay.
Please. Please.
I'm gonna get a
And
whole
just
list of comments saying Becca block
Block
the lace.
Okay.
No, you're gonna get a whole list of comments that are like, I don't gauge swatch, I don't block, whatever.
Yeah. Yep. I laugh in the face of danger.
But
I knit by the seat of my pants.
Yep.
I mean, I generally do. So, but I think you guys are right. Like, these are gonna look really sweet.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really it's a very delicate and sweet pattern. Like the sock is really pretty.
It's a great design.
Yes.
Yes.
And so, just a more shout out is it's really well written.
Oh, good.
that's nice.
I have get this.
Oh my God, Becca and patterns. Like we wanted to we decided to do a knit along, and Becca and I and our friend Val and Gayla decided we were going to knit a shawl.
Oh man.
So we had to pick a shawl to knit.
I
And
wonder.
Becca's like, I don't like triangles. Like, okay, fine. Had to do like the half circle shawl. I don't know how many patterns I sent Becca. She's like, no. Like,
I mean,
Finally.
you after
Finally.
you know what you
I know my mind.
yeah, you like
Yeah.
what you like.
Well, and also
well, we made amazing shawls. Where is that shawl? I have
did.
to.
We
have to
did.
show that
And
one off.
This is one where I did utilize Dr. Color.
Oh,
And got Dr. Color involved. And because mine came in shades of purple and green, but like an acid green.
Oh.
So you needed to be very careful.
specific with the
Right.
colors.
Look at that.
Is that Becca's?
That's
Yeah.
Becca's shawl.
That is so pretty.
Yeah, so this one was
Gorgeous.
Heather really helped me with the color
Yeah, it's really pretty.
to make sure that all
that
those purples
was-
and the greens matched.
So much fun.
It was, but you know what was really fun? So we met. Val is your friend's mother who lives in Tennessee, and Gayla is her friend, and it was during COVID,
Yes.
and we
Yes.
would meet
It
on
was-
Zoom, and it was like the most awesome
Oh.
knit.
That's sweet.
It
Yeah.
was.
Really was great.
Shout out to Val if
Yeah.
you're watching. Val hasn't been knitting as much. She's
Mm-hmm.
been having like neck and shoulder issues. and I
Oh
am
yeah, that'll
looking.
do it.
That'll do it.
That'll
But-
do it.
And then I did the same one
Yeah, well, let's see Heather's.
in DK
Yeah.
because I wanted mine big, and that was my bad boy.
Yeah, she's really different.
It
Yes.
does. What? Who was this by? Who was this pattern by?
Well, before that, I made Chris model it for me and said, "Do your best Stephen West impression." So we have a series
Chris.
of my husband
awesome.
dancing around the yard.
Chris is
In
he's
a
game
shawl.
for anything.
He really is.
Well, because the exciting thing is Chris and Stephen West are about the same size. Yeah. This is the anemone
Yes.
by the Noble Thread.
Okay, that is stunning.
It was. We had so much fun.
We really did.
You know, I really like patterns like that each section, you're doing some. My ADHD brain,
Yes.
loves
Same.
that.
Because if
Where
you
we
ask
keep
Becca,
switching gears.
like, hey, you want to make this stockinette thing? She's like, no.
I can't believe I got this far into this cardigan. I think it's the yarn that's keeping me going because I hate a stockinette. Like, man, I hate a stockinette. I'll get through it though. Like,
Yeah.
Look at this beautiful sweater you're
I'll
wearing.
get through it. I'm not happy.
I know.
Yeah.
I am
Sorry.
not happy.
But you will be gorgeous. Yeah. All right. So that was it for whips.
Yes.
Next, stashquisitions.
Do you
Becca,
have these?
have you added to your stash?
When I say I have a stash, Heather, can you describe my stash?
I've never seen it in all its glory because it's
Oh,
in the bins.
It's in bins.
How many bins, precisely, or just a guesstimate?
So at least 10?
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say you had 20 bins.
Well, no, so I got rid of some.
Okay.
Okay,
I did.
that's okay.
Well, my mother-in-law.
Did you give it a new home?
Yeah,
There
always,
you go.
always donate your yarn if you don't want to use it. Somebody will.
Yeah.
Or your community, like on your Buy Nothing Free Cycle next door page.
Yep.
But I have, I like yarn around me. So I have it all around me. Bless my husband.
Plus all our husbands.
So your house is essentially a yarn store. Got it.
Yeah. Well, and like I went through this, my dogs, my one rescue really went through an oral phase when we first got her. And from fear.
I love this, an oral phase.
So she was a chewer.
She was a chewer.
She was a chomper.
And she went through this thing where she started chewing on my crochet. I made her own pieces. And so also, maybe that's why I didn't mind, because
And you were also trying to build trust.
I was building trust.
Yeah.
And, she had come from a situation and we didn't know about. Anyway, I crocheted a bunch of stuff for her.
Poor Coco.
Yeah, my lovely Coco. She is lovely and loves
She's
now.
your dog.
She is my dog. So
Because you have that situation that you read about on the internet all the time where your husband was like, no dog, no dog, no dog. I'm not a dog person. No dog, no dog. You got a dog. And whose dog is it?
Oh, it's his. But we thought he was allergic.
Oh.
And I mean, he probably is in some way. Again, bless him. So I made her own pieces to chew up. So there's lots of chewed up pieces of crochet.
I just can see like, oh, what are you knitting? Or what are you crocheting? Oh, I'm crocheting
A chew toy.
a blanket for my dog to chew up.
So sometimes when I say there's yarn all around me.
Yeah.
You can imagine like bits and pieces of chewed up dog crochet pieces, and then skeins in a bin next to me, and
Wow.
a bag with my knitting.
So it's just the way you grew up, too.
yeah,
Yarn everywhere.
yarn
Yeah.
everywhere.
You're accustomed to it.
Yeah, I'm accustomed to it, but I want to build up enough skeins to make another. I'd like to make a long sleeve version of this sweater, and this sweater is just granny squares. So all I need is enough to make 2 big granny squares, and then in the round. But I want different colors because I like color.
I like color.
Yes.
I like color a lot.
Can you tell?
Yeah,
That we like color.
We like color a little bit.
Well, you like orange.
I like orange and
you
red
need-
and
you-
yellow.
You always like a good 70s vibe.
Yep, good 70s vibe. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
So I'm in the stage of acquiring worsted weight acrylics
Okay.
to make another, but a long sleeve one for the winter
Okay.
of this kind of style, very basic granny sweater.
So if we
Beautiful.
come across any, we can swing them your way.
Yeah.
All right.
And
So if
preferably
you
reuse.
have some yarn that you're looking to get rid of in the
You.
acrylic worsted weight genre,
Let us know.
let us know. We might have found a home for it.
Yes.
We can all feel better
Yeah.
about this. I think the only one I have is really crummy, plasticky camo yarn. I only keep it just in case somebody needs to learn how to knit because, it's really good to learn to knit on sometimes. But
Agreed.
all right.
Agreed.
So,
All right, what's next, Heather?
next, what are you knitting to? Or crocheting, or making of any sort. So what do you do? Like, do you watch TV? Do you listen to audiobooks?
What are you doing while you're making?
I'm doing something else.
Same.
So, right, exactly.
You're multitasking.
I'm multitasking.
Well, I cannot.
Yeah.
I
Well-
cannot knit and not do anything.
I don't like to be left to my own thoughts.
I can't. My brain just
The voices
doesn't
in my head
work.
get real loud.
Right. Yeah. So, this is when I admit to being a complete nerd, and I love it. I just finished reading a J. Thorpe book on humanity and data,
Okay.
and I listened on an audiobook.
Yeah, I'm an audiobook person.
I'm an audiobook person.
Yeah.
And then the other one is Unschooled by Carrie McDonald. Is a book about unschooling and young children. And again, audiobook. And
Where do you listen to your audiobooks?
good question.
Oh, I love this because one day I told Becca and I was like kind of ashamed to tell her, and I'm like, okay, I broke down and I got Audible and paid for some audiobooks. And Becca's like, I've had an Audible subscription for 20 years.
I love how you were like, I broke down. I caved.
I've caved.
Sometimes you gotta cave because some of the books, like if you're reading a particular series, like the Throne of Glass series
Yeah.
by Sarah J.
Mass.
I was going to say it wrong. Spelled different. They're only on Audible.
Or you could just stop in the middle of the series like me because it wasn't on Libby. That's not intelligent, you guys.
Yeah.
I
Anyway.
really would like to finish it.
So I have over 1,000 titles on Audible.
Oh, wow.
As Heather said, I've had it for about 20 years.
Okay.
But I also use Libby and, if you don't know, Hoopla.
I love Hoopla.
I love
Nobody's
Hoopla has
told me about Hoopla.
everything.
Oh, and what do you have? Libro? FM Libro?
Ooh,
I like
Oh,
that one too.
FM Libro.
I
Yeah.
have it.
Yeah, I
Used
like
it.
What's your favorite?
Libby.
Libby.
That's fair.
Libby is my favorite.
I love using the library.
Okay. Also, Libby is my favorite. Never repeat this. Because I have several cards to libraries that I have no affiliation with. To be fair, it's nothing. There's no excuse. Okay. I just have all these library cards to like Broward County. I don't live in Broward. I have never lived in Broward County.
Where
but,
is that?
It's actually in Florida.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, if you do live in Maryland, at the Baltimore City,
Enoch
the
Pratt.
Enoch Pratt
Pratt.
Free Library, then, and Shayla taught me this, you get access to the entire Maryland digital system.
Yes, you do.
Oh, is that why? So
I was the dummy, and I had just Baltimore County, and I'm like, oh, they don't have as many things.
I couldn't believe
and
it
they
when
maybe
she
have
told
like
me this.
one or two. So
I was like, what?
Yeah. Shout out the Enoch Pratt.
I don't
Listen.
I don't TikTok, so I don't know as much as you do. Shayla learns everything on TikTok.
I am a I use
That's
TikTok
awesome.
for probably not the reasons that everybody, not for entertainment. It's solely for learning purposes. I learned
In
a
short
lot about,
spurts.
yes, I learned it works for my ADHD brain, that short form learning. Give it to me in 60 seconds, okay? The whole breakdown in
It
60
works
seconds.
though, right?
Yeah. I'm like, I've learned so much about sewing. Not so much about knitting, because, no. But sewing, bag making, fixing your air conditioner.
I heard you one night when we were on the phone. You're like,
yeah.
oh, it's the blah, blah, blah. Just do this and do this. And then.
No, I'm not an
like,
HVAC
what?
technician.
How do you know
It's
that?
the drainage, and if you go outside and you unplug it and you pour a teaspoon of bleach, my husband's like, okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
I'm calling the guy. But,
This is
okay.
all from TikTok University. Okay,
Nice.
that's where it's coming from.
Just don't ingest bleach to avoid COVID. Okay.
Also,
You please don't.
don't
all I
follow the cosmetology advice of most of the people in there. You will not have hair. I went on there to look up something about coloring my daughter's hair. I am really glad that I have prior cosmetology experience, or else my daughter would be bald.
All right. And, well, okay, so you say, you nerd out and you listen to these educational books. I know for a
I knew where
fact
she was going.
that you also listen to some
Oh, all of it.
spicy novels.
Spicy, and I will say, I think, do I like spicier than you do sometimes?
I don't know.
No, Heather likes us.
Oh,
Heather
ooh, learning new cool
loves-
things.
I don't know. I do enjoy a spicy book
So I enjoy a spicy book. I enjoy
to a point. I do not enjoy Christine Feehan books.
So I've read a lot.
I've read
of
some
Christine
things and-
Feehan books.
Okay, never mind.
I think I've read.
Do you like them?
Well, so right, yeah.
Okay.
Because I really, sci-fi where they, change into different animals and then, then you
See,
have to.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Heather's like, that ain't the
is
problem.
More believable than some of the other things going on in those books.
Well, right. But sometimes I read those types of books, particularly Christine Feehan. Let's shout her out. When my life is full, heavy, you know, when my life is like,
Oh, yeah.
I want those unbelievable
Yes.
romances.
Heather says that a lot too. She's like, I'm not here for, because I'm like, oh, I read Kristen Hanna, and she's like, no. I'm
No.
not reading anything heavy.
No.
I'm trying to disassociate.
Right?
I'm
So
trying to
some of my-
escape.
yeah.
If I
Yeah.
I do not want to cry.
And
I
do.
cry enough in daily life.
I do want to cry.
I can call a friend. They can tell me a sad story.
I'm like sobbing into
I
the
don't want.
book.
I don't want to hear or read about pets dying. I'm still a little upset with my friend Emily for telling me to watch this show on Netflix with Zoe Sandala.
That was a
I
very
still haven't
devastating
finished
movie.
the book. I haven't finished the series.
What was it called?
Episode 6.5 is how far I got. So he is still alive.
It's based on a real.
Spoiler alert: he is still alive in my mind. We're good.
Also, it's based on a true story, which makes it even more
I
sad.
did not need to
I'm
know
sorry.
that.
Okay.
Emily said in her defense
gonna
when
be
she
quiet.
told me about it, she had only seen one episode and thought it was very good. So
I mean, it was good until it
you
wasn't.
should have told me, Emily, when you watched the rest. Our last little part is about future plans. Knitting, crocheting, sewing,
Festivals.
festivals,
Events,
life,
life.
work.
So we've started talking a little bit about this. I'm wanting to see if I'm interested in combining my more academic interest in data with my textile art.
You heard it here first.
Well, we'll see what happens. But sometimes it's fun to just think about things too. So I'm really enjoying right now
Get the wheels turning.
the wheels turning, and I'm exploring. You and I have talked about like maybe finding connections with Morgan because you were an alum, and I'm really enjoying my work there. So I'm liking, and also like I brought out a community yarn. I feel like maybe I'm having a connection time. Like I want to connect things between myself and my art and my brain. We'll find out.
There's so much going on in the world. We are craving that. Like, there are so many things going on. I do find myself craving connection and just things that make sense because so much doesn't make sense. So
I
I
think
get
also,
that.
like, with all the stuff going on, we realize how insignificant we are individually.
How minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, you want to leave some sort of lasting something. Some
Yeah.
meaning,
Leave your
even if it's
footprint.
just for you.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
Yeah. Oh,
No, this is actually really hopeful because for me, all these thoughts that are percolating in my brain are really like, ooh, it's like percolation. It's like, shh. And I'm going to knit a bunch of socks in the meantime while I'm thinking about other things.
While you're percolating, you will spit out a sock.
Or 10.
Well, hey, at least you make them in pairs. And they...
Oh, boy. Thanks for having me. This was
Thank
really
you,
fun.
Becca.
Thank
for
you
coming on.
for coming on.
We've wanted Becca on for a long time because she is a wealth of knowledge and she's also an incredible human. So thank you for agreeing to be on here with us. Sure. We appreciate you. And we love you.
Yes, we love Becca.
Now you're an official unicorn.
And if you ever have a chance to go to a yarn festival with Becca, I highly recommend it because it'll be a different experience. Like
In depth.
like this year, I went
In depth.
Too much.
Maryland Sheep and Wool one day with Shayla, and we looked at all the things that are fun and bright and
Yeah, it was not
kitschy
educational.
and colorful. And then the next day, I went with Becca, and I looked at yarns that I never would have looked at. I went in booths I
She
never
called
would
me
have.
so excited.
Do you remember that rug yarn?
It was very nice.
That was awesome.
Oh, that rug was because they crocheted the one.
They crocheted the one.
It was so soft, so soft. And that yarn that was, it was an American milled something or other. I don't even remember now. It was so good.
But it was like, it was so springy because it was basically newly spun from a sheep that had been on a farm not too long ago.
Yeah,
Really cool stuff.
It was amazing. So
Yeah.
I highly recommend. You will learn more about yarn.
I also think that's important because sometimes as makers we forget about the processes that take place before we actually get yarn, and it's nice to have someone there to remind you of all of the properties and all of the processes that take place before it gets to us and it goes into our beautiful handmakes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's good.
And you get to meet more and more people that way and talk to them and their experiences. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I love talking to people, but
Can you tell? Professional yappers here.
yes.
Okay. So
Right.
on that note, we are going to end it. Thank you, Becca, again for being on the show.
Thank
and
you.
we will see you guys next
Next time.
Bye.
Bye.